Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down the NFL draft. We've got Rick Saratella on the line, who's joined us many off seasons prior to the NFL draft. You joined him at the NFL Draft Bible. Love the name, NFL Draft Bible. So, Rick, before we dive into positions, would love to get the latest on some rumors and an update on what's happening right now. The quarterback position in college football, I think, evolved right around the time Mike Vick was playing at Virginia Tech. He seemed to be the prime example of NFL arm playmaking quarterback with his legs, and then other guys followed suit. The NFL caught up 10 or 15 years later, and no longer does everybody have to be like Drew Bledsoe and stand in the pocket and deliver the ball and be 6'3". Kyler Murray is now becoming possibly the classic example of that,
yes.
Rising to the top of the board and not being the prototype that everybody wants to see. And now we're getting to feel some rumors that may come to fruition that the Cardinals, despite making the stand a few weeks ago and at the NFL Draft Combine, that Josh Rosen's our guy, may want to take the roll the dice and go for the little guy.
Yeah, for now is the key words, and I think that was in that sentence.
Yep.
Yeah, it's smoke screen season, as you know. So you got to be careful what you listen to. But sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire, and this goes back to the combine in Indianapolis, where you were hearing the buzz in the media room. It's all but a signed, sealed, delivered, done with Kyler Murray to the Cardinals. Now here I'm based in New Jersey, and you got the Giants beat guys now reporting that the Giants are hot to trot for Josh Rosen. Pro Football Talk is reporting that the Cardinals have a second-round pick on the table. For me, as an evaluator, one, if Rosen was in this draft class, I think he would arguably be QB1. So if I can go get Josh Rosen for a second-round pick, I'd much rather do that than invest a first-round pick in a Drew Lock and Daniel Jones. We'll save that for the QB segment. But to your point, Kyler Murray, I mean, there's never been a more fantastic time to be a short quarterback, right? Because 5'10", who would have thought we'd see a 5'10" quarterback? But you have the Russell Wilsons, the Baker Mayfields, even Mike Vick was in that height category. So now you see what the Texans have done with Deshaun Watson. You've seen what the Titans have done with Marcus Mariota. You've seen what the Chiefs have done with Patrick Mahomes. You kind of have this moving pocket kind of offense where the quarterbacks are allowed to improvise and use their ability to extend the play, not necessarily be a running quarterback, but extend the play and avoid the rush and get the ball downfield. You can argue Kyler Murray ran that Oklahoma Sooners offense more efficiently than Baker Mayfield. So that's the hot to trot trend in the NFL. Cliff Kingsbury is getting hired, and these Sean McVay types that want this spread wide open offense. You're seeing it more at the NFL, and you're seeing the NFL offenses adjust. And what you were alluding to, the Mike Vick, they're finally catching up now. And hey, Kyler Murray, if you would have told me is going to be the #1 pick, we're still getting over the Baker Mayfield reverberations, but I mean, he's kind of paved the way now where you heard John Gruden at the Senior Bowl. I thought it was telling. Another guy who I was told by a very reliable source, if the Cardinals don't make Murray the #1 pick, the Raiders would be absolutely extremely interested. But you hear Gruden talk at the Senior Bowl. They asked him about the prototypical quarterback. He said, he used to have all this criteria when he was evaluating quarterbacks from the Bill Parcells method, X amount of games started, X amount of wins in college, X amount of completion percentage. He said, all the prototypes have gone out the window. There are no more prototypes at the quarterback position. And I think it's extremely true, especially because when you look around the league, there's not enough quality starting quarterbacks, right? So Kyler Murray might not be for everybody. You heard John Elway say he likes the taller, traditional pocket passing quarterbacks, which is why they went out and got Joe Flacco. But I'll tell you what, man, this guy gets linked up with the right coaching staff and the right offense. He's going to be dynamic.